Hello and welcome. Our keynote address this year is from Professor Charles Perfetti, who is one of the leading experts in the world on the science of reading. His work has been fundamental in our understanding and development of how students learn to read, especially with dyslexia. He's also been the president of the Reading Society for many years. I've had the privilege of previously hearing him speak in the States, and he is an extremely good speaker and extremely knowledgeable. And we do hope that when he identifies some of the gaps that he feels where research hasn't impacted in teaching and learning, that you'd be able to learn a lot from his keynote address. On the day itself, we also have Margaret Snowlin speaking about her recent book with Philip Kirby, looking at the history of dyslexia, and in here she does mention the influence of Alton Gillingham. She also champions and explains that a lot of the impact was done by women and links it into the social changes that happened in England in the 60s and 70s and how that led to a re-evaluation of dyslexia and other learning differences. We've listened to Maggie speak quite a few times. She's an outstandingly good speaker, and we hope that it will be an interesting second part of the day. As well as our two keynote speakers on the actual day of the conference, we enable you to download seminars prior to the conference or even after the conference. And I think this range of expertise that we're offering at the conference is also in honour of the work of Gillingham, Stillman and Alton in the multidisciplinary approach they developed. We have people from neurology, from maths, covering high functioning students with abilities, to looking at how we spotlight the measurement on actual sentence and syntax and the impact that now has on writing. And also we've also introduced an extremely up-to-date seminar, as an additional seminar by Professor Anna Barnett and Dr. Nicola Stewart on the use of the intelligent and developed scales, particularly looking at the executive functioning elements of that new test that SpLD assessors can also buy and purchase. And at least 3 of these seminars will be SAS approved, so you can also pick up additional hours if you're an assessor to make sure you complete your training. We are seeking always to honour the past, because through understanding what our predecessors have done, it can hopefully empower us in moving forward from learning the best practice and applying it into the 21st century. We know the world is changing. Technology is changing us. We understand that. But it's also important we don't forget the core purpose of what we're about in terms of supporting students, supporting youngsters, and taking the best from the past and merging it with the best that the future has to offer.